I'm going out to my uncle's to help him out with a garden bed. I'm not a commercial landscaper or anything by any means, but he's not feeling the best, I guess, these days. So, you know, we obviously don't want him keeling over. And a few other benefits of coming out here. I have not been out here in a long time. It's absolutely lovely. And I swear, anxiety drops like 15 points just by breathing the air in out here. See if we can catch the river. I think I was pointing down at the road. That probably sucked ass. Someday I think I will get new shoes. It's gonna be a much easier task than I thought, actually. I thought he needed me to pretty much clear everything out. So his foot's bothering him, his back's bothering him. So it's actually a pretty nice little garden spot. He just needs a little help getting rid of some of the weeds in there, right? We have some nice stuff. Like, look at, if you've got a little buddy like that hanging out, you really should have no complaints. Because look at, that's a lot of really good little pollination stuff. And this thing, I don't know what the hell that is, but it's cool. We're not gonna split those today, but I mean, that's something. We'll leave that as is. Got another bee hanging out. This lamb's, oh my God, like that, touching that. Have you ever touched this stuff? It's amazing. A lot of this stuff is gonna stay. We'll get rid of some of this old crappy stuff. We'll get rid of some of the weeds that are in there. Just give it a little dig so that it spruces up the earth, and I think we're good to go. So I'm only about 2 minutes in, and I found this little guy who up here in Canada we call a June beetle. It's a guy that will eventually start making what I think is a lovely sound, kind of like a buzzing, squawking. Where the fuck is the light? Always with the fucking light. I wish I had autofocus. It's a kind of I don't know the English right now. Cicada. They make lovely little sounds in July and August. So from there, he won't even get off my finger. Come on, get down there. If it was one of the ones that's like really decimating our lands, I would entreat. This guy doesn't want to leave me, he loves me. I would just get rid of it, but like, I mean, I'd get rid of it in like the Sopranos kind of get rid of it way.
So he's ready to go buy a boat.
But this guy is so acclimatized to our thing, he's not destructive anyways. Keep him. I've made an executive decision, and I don't know if I should have not. I ripped it out. It was a big one, massive, in fact. My uncle knows nothing about what's going on out here. This is my aunt. Look at that, there's like 5 bees in there. It's awesome. This guy in here is called a, well, it's a thistle. I think it is a Canadian thistle, to be perfectly honest. These things scared the crap out of me when I was a kid because they are very pointy, very prickly. So they have a long taproot, if I recall. If I get below the soil, I'll be able to grab it without pricking myself. I have overcome. Ripping out all these old dead leaves means it's gonna have more airflow. It's gonna get access to water a little bit better, and should overall be a healthier plant. See, a lot of these leaves have these spots on them, and I think that's probably most likely due to the moisture, humidity not being able to dry off. Very, very different from, say, the one that's on the corner that's getting a lot of airflow and sun. This nice little purple guy that we already have seen a bunch of bees on. I thought maybe it was fern, but actually it's in the pea family. It's a legume. If you look close, you'll see has little tendrils that would grab onto something as a climber. We're gonna leave it because it is, oh, by the way, it's something called cow vetch or bird vetch. Native to Europe and Asia, introduced in North America. It's going to be kind of nice in here, A, because it's pollinator, it's bringing bees, obviously maybe butterflies a little bit later in the season, but it's also going to be a nitrogen fixer because it's a legume. It's putting nitrogen back into the soil, so anything we plant around it is going to benefit from it being here. I love these little millipedes. You see them right there? They coil up into this tiny, look at that. He's gonna coil up. Where the fuck did he go? Fuck. Anyways, they coil up into what almost looks like this prehistoric shell or prehistoric shape. It's just, I fucking just love it. Just had a neat little spider guy as well. There's some ants down there, pill bugs. I don't know what you are. I mean, just in this small space, what is this? 1 foot by 1 foot maybe. An absolutely diverse ecosystem. It's so fascinating down here. We started at 11:55, it is currently 1:50, and we've got her done. 2 hours, a little bit of looking up some of these things because I wasn't 100% sure on what everything was. But looking a lot tidier. Just gonna grab a couple bags of mulch and kind of fill in around the areas. Next, in the fall, split the hosta, maybe throw some in this corner here just to balance it out. Not bad for a couple hours work. Thanks for watching. If you're not dirty, you're not doing it right. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.